and welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a Match of the Year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler. Here comes another superstar. Business is about to pick up. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's what... He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. Boy, these superstars have impressed the heck out of me here tonight.
Same here, King. We expected a solid match. We're seeing a great one unfold.
We've got someone else entering the match, JR. Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake. He's going for the cover, JR. I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King, but I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week.
There's some real evil intentions in the eyes of that man right there.
There it is! The execution! You've got to give him credit for that one, JR. These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE.
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have
He's been waiting the whole match for his chance to join in. Oh boy, this looks like an all-or-nothing move.
And here's the pin. 2.
That wasn't even close to 3. Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple. What a submission hold. Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. He can pin him right here, JR. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. He can't keep letting his opponent work the same area of his body.
That's a recipe for disaster for sure. There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
These superstars are putting on a great match.
Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. I can't believe he countered that one. Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district. It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. His opponent telegraphed that one.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing. His opponent has focused on that area all match.
Yeah, and now it's paying off. I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
Oh no! That last shot busted him open, and the blood is flowing freely.
This is great, JR. Where else besides the WWE can you see this kind of ruthless aggression?
I can't think of anywhere else, King, but I'm afraid I don't share your enthusiasm for this kind of brutality.
There he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad. What do you think of the match so far, JR? Here's the pin. Could this be it?
2.
I don't know why he thought he was going to get the pin there.
2.
He's going up.
3.
But what's he going to do when he gets there? These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of training and sacrifice that went into their careers. These top rope moves are always different.
Oh boy, here he goes. It looks like his opponent's going for the submission here, JR.
You'd be a fool not to take advantage of those injuries. 2. He was a split second away from a 3 count.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
He countered that and made it look easy.
Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last long. We all know what's coming next.
The RKO! Did you see that, JR?
He may get the 3 count here. 2.
He really didn't think he was going to get the pin, did he?
And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here.
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous. These fans know what he's about to do next.
Look out! Batista bomb! That's got to be it, JR.
He went straight for the pin. No flies on him. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it, but it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat.
And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There'd better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated. He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea.
Now remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. Even these trained professionals wind up pretty badly banged up after a match. And there's the cover.
2.
That was like 2 7/8, JR. Oh boy, you might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballet, you know. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
Randy Orton is such an ingrate, JR. As soon as he got a taste of success, he turned on Triple H and Ric Flair, the men who made him what he is today.
He's no such thing, King. Triple H and Flair turned on Orton, not the other way around. And they did it out of jealousy.
Come on, JR. What could Orton have that the Game and the Nature Boy could be jealous of? They've got more than 25 world title reigns between them.
Oh, would you look at this. Talk about arrogant. It's sickening.
Come on, JR. It's not enough just to win a match. You've got to make it clear who's the dominant superstar. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King. And I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
Oh my gosh! This could be the finisher! I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight.
What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE Superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going...
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just, I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over.
Looks like he read his... Uh-oh. Looks like he wants to end this right here.
There it is, the Batista bomb. That's just raw animal power right there.
2, 3.
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
1, 2.
Didn't even get a 2 count on that one.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better.
Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. Oh man, here it comes, JR.
The RKO!
Here's the cover, JR.
2. There's the kick out. No surprise there.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. Looks like someone was playing a little possum there.
He's going for the pin. He's going up, JR. This could be big. They say imitation's the sincerest form of flattery, but I don't think that's the case here. He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to?
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR.
There's no room for error when you're on the top rope. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine getting beaten with your own finisher, JR? We could have a pinfall here, JR.
2, 3.
Oh man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
Oh boy, here it comes.
And now a pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
I'm not sure.
The referee has called for the bell. There's no question that was a hard-fought pin, King.
I'm actually surprised at the outcome, JR. That match went a lot differently than I thought it would.
Well, that just goes to show you, anything can happen in WWE.